got a really good group of comedians here today. This guy next, he's Jake, and he tells jokes.
I'd like to start my set with a simile. That's okay. Like a gun, James Gunn was fired several months ago. And I find that really interesting. Not so much the actual firing, but like the outrage. I can't believe a guy from Hollywood would make a pervy joke, jeez. Or like, I can't believe these Californian elites of the rich and famous don't prescribe to my same Western values. But, I don't know. To me, it just kind of becomes really tough when you try to make all those ethical calls. Like Baby Driver. I know, like, absolutely. Kevin Spacey should be arrested and castrated or whatever. But now I'm also the bad guy if I just try to enjoy a fun half musical about a handsome boy driving his car, listening to good music. I mean, I just assume everyone in Hollywood is a sex criminal. Jake, did you hear about what Kevin Spacey did? No, but I know. Yeah, it just gets kind of tough. Especially when you're making those decisions and you kind of make ethical guidelines for yourself about seeing movies, because like, a couple hundred people help make movies. So like, here's an example. What if the director of a movie is a good guy, but the cameraman is a pervert? What do you do if the guy who holds the clapboard takes care of his mother on the weekends, but the boom operator is verbally abusive to his dog? Bad biscuits, bad dog. Chasing your tail like a fool. Set more realistic goals for yourself, god damn it. That's uncalled for, you can't support that. Uncalled for, unnecessary, inappropriate, 3 U's, you're out, done. And just making these decisions every time you get in the ticket line. I mean, like, if Jeffrey Dahmer could make a mean steak, I'm personally not a fan, but if it's barbecue Sunday and Jeffrey's the grill master, then bon appetit. Just not literal bones, Jeffrey. We talked about this. Biscuit, spit that bone out. It's disgusting. I think here's another simile that may help you guys understand where I'm coming from with all this. Like my grandfather, Walt Disney was racist. It's true. Not about my grandfather, but Walt Disney. Under the sea, Chinese are so-so, Jews are big no-no, take it from me, Walt Disney. But yeah, I mean, he had a few Nazi meetings, or whatever, in the 1930s, but in 1 year, the live-action version of The Lion King is coming out. It's got James Earl Jones, Donald Glover, and Beyonce. Hazuinya was just a few Nazi meetings. A few Nazi meetings. Hazuinya, but I actually did meet with a Nazi filmmaker propaganda in 1938. But that's a whole different story. A side of Walt that I never knew. But her name was Linnea Reinstahl, and she said, "Hey Walt, I'm so glad you are an American who's not a part of the smear campaign with the Jews. A whole new world order." It was terrible, but it gets worse. Because then, like, what about Nike? Everyone knows it's hard to be a good ethical consumer when you're talking about Nike. Do I burn shit? Do I not burn shit? What do I do? And I'm gonna be honest, I am kind of split on the whole issue. It's a hard thing to think about. On one hand, it is actually really admirable that, an athlete, a role model, Colin Kaepernick, is taking a stand against systematic oppression that's built into our legal system, where African Americans are being arrested, assaulted, and sometimes even killed at a greater rate than any other Americans. But on the other hand, I really like burning stuff. These hard ethical dilemmas. But I guess, much like a Disney princess singing a song about self-acceptance, and possibly a song about coming out to your parents when you're gay, I'm just going to carry on wearing my Nike shirts, watching Disney films and Baby Driver, and hopefully along the way, we'll all learn how to let it go. Thank you.
I'm back.